All right. Hopefully we're here. So this morning, let's see if my Twitch works. Yes, it works. Okay. So this morning, unfortunately, I had a reaction to my meds, and I wasn't feeling very good all day today, and I've been sleeping like crazy. So my plan to do some sort of normal stream time just didn't happen. So I deeply apologize, and we should be back to normal starting tomorrow, provided my meds don't do that to me again. I'm going live now. Today's going to be a little bit freeform because, on the one hand, I want to... Don't do that. Come back. Come back. Sorry, something I clicked went nuts. On the one hand, I want to tour a couple houses on NA. I also wanted to show you how to do some things with EHG that will help with some upcoming contests. But I also wanted to go over to EU. So we have some things that we need to do. But there's a contest. Oh, well, first thing first. Here we go. We've got Brothers Grimm winners. Dan Yelder, who did, what was it? Rapunzel. No, not Rapunzel. I did Rapunzel. She did Rumpelstiltskin. Our names, difficult. First. Second, Research Monkey. Third, which was Hansel and Gretel. Third was Sea of Stars, who I don't remember. Fourth was Calyrax, I don't remember. And fifth was Big Ragna, I don't remember. I think I wrote them down somewhere. But anyway, so we're in Cy Minuet's Thieves. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking. Thieves' house. And what we have going on here is today I've been just flipping around on my own because I didn't feel well enough to stream, so I figured oh good lord, it's snowing in New York. Sorry, my mother just messaged me. It's like in the little 50s here, so it's not cold enough. But what I noticed is we've got some really pretty decorations in this house, along with some sinister ones. Now look at how lovely this is. It makes it look so natural to have the vines kind of growing across the floor like this. I think it's a really good idea. I also noticed there's some other really cute things in this house that kind of were both clever and adorable. Also a little twisted, like I just said. So who's in the cage? That's what I want to know. And here's obviously a shrine. I like they use the shell to hold the incense. Isn't that cool? But there's a lot in here that's pretty neat. Also, did you know, I didn't know this, but there's also a depressed version of this flower, this tree. It's like downcast or something like that, and it looks like it's like, I never knew that until just recently. I was looking for something to use for a particular a particular build, and I came across that and thought it was kind of funny. So look at the nice little detail work. I mean, I think this is really pretty. We've got little, what's the word I'm looking for? Clutter. Yes, words I use all the time. I have completely forgotten. And this is another creepy room. There's a lot you can do in this house, just space-wise. There's so much going on. But yeah. I thought Cy Minuet was starting to close down some of their homes because they some of them I couldn't get to, but they had the permissions set wrong, which happens to me all the time. Now, I want to know, why is there a ghost chicken sitting here? What's going on? There's so many questions I have about that. And then this makes perfect sense, except a zombie's keeping everything protected. A zombie's just gonna kick your butt if you try to steal things. Now, I didn't see anything way over in the distance, so I don't think there's anything up by the waterfall, but no better way to check than to just simply go up there and look. There's a Cadwell. And no, nothing yet. So I think that's pretty much the majority of it, because it's not heavily decorated yet. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Very nice. Strobe. You're funny. But yeah, I don't think there's anything really else in this house, but just nice little details. I think it's really cute. So I don't know who Shade and Elliot is, so we will not give them a chance because they do not have their permissions set right. Star Otter! Tell Galen. Star Otter's got like the best name ever. Star Otter? I think I knew that. Wait, I think people are here. Star Otter's got a great name. Anything with otter in it is pretty much a great name. Hey, Fiendish, I want to look at some of your houses since you're here. I've been holding off on looking at your 2 new houses because I didn't want to spoil them without you being here. Who's Shade? Oh, somebody's running over there. Is this the maze? Is this a maze? Because if this is a maze, I'm going to be very sad. What is that? How very strange. What is it? Other than I should dance drunk in this. I'm dancing drunk in their house. Imagine just somebody shows up and just starts dancing drunk in your house out of nowhere for no reason. I'm pretty sure that happens, and then there's shootings. I'm not sure, but... Whoa! Whoa! Oh gosh, I gotta see what's going on here. This house can be so much fun. I've done some crazy crap with this house, and I just think it could be a blast. I'm having just weird reactions to... Weird reactions to my new meds. So I couldn't stay awake today. My husband's like, what is wrong with you? Are you all right? Do I need to take you to the hospital? You're out of it. Are you mad at me? He said, it's not done yet, just so you all know. Which I relate to and understand. So, this is cool, but tell me you don't want to just jump right the hell off and test it. See if you can survive. This is crazy. I love it. All right, I'm going to test it. Whee! Sploosh! Oh, I'm gonna get eated. No, I got eated. I deserve that. Totally deserved that. He said he's got several hours of work to make it right, but the bones are in. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So this person clearly left the standard Crown Store furnishings in here, so I'm not going to feel obligated to look through this part. I think they're going to put the majority of stuff outside. So let's hit the one of the fiendish ones that we told fiendish we'd look at. Earthtear. It's a big one. I was going to use one of my filters over my face because I feel sick and don't look at my best, but I figure no one cares. No one cares how I look. You guys are like not interested in that. You're here for the houses, so I shouldn't be judging myself so harshly. All right. Oh my gosh. House of Gold. J Hart's been here, I see. He always scoops me, gosh damn it. Okay. Beautiful. 700 out of 700 items. Oh, look at that. Even just the way you did the plants. Like, I really like that this is like almost like a cacti at the bottom, really nice texture, and then the rust on top of it. I was looking at some houses earlier today by myself, and like these thoughts ran through my head while I was looking at them, but I had no one to tell them to. So I realized like I really shouldn't go looking at houses on my own because I have so much to say and talk about them. It's a waste. This is a great use of all of those trees we got. We bought. I really like those green cacti thingers. I'm going to have to try to remember to use them more often because I don't think they occur to me as a something to use. Oh, wow. Look at the carpet contrast. That is neat. I like that a lot. Not just the contrast, but look at this fireplace. This is great. Those are altars. That looks like a sarcophagus bottom, or top rather. That's just fantastic. Do you buy the Allied gates every time you want to do one of these? Because they're just, I mean, I know they cost money, but you've done such a great job here. Oh, I see effects. This is great. So the roof, you see this? This is parquet. That's an effect, and I love it because what Fiendish has done here has changed the levels and made it less bright. And because of that, it's so much more real looking. You can't really tell it's an effect if you're not used to what effects look like. You may not even know that because that was turned down so perfectly. And the same thing here with this painting. This is also an effect that's placed over the painting. It's the lighthouse effect in which is some art that I think Chrysaea scanned in for us. And you just can't tell because the levels are done so well. People always say to me, oh, effects look so fake. They don't if you use them right. If you properly put them up, you won't be able to tell like this. You wouldn't be able to tell. It's the brightness that is... Things in ESO are not that bright. They just aren't. I say as I come up against something really bright. But in most situations, they're not. And so they don't stand out the way... Oh, I love this desk. The way that the effects do without modification. So these are two different desks just stacked to make it look like you have drawers and then these cubbies on top. Oh, I love this. I can't even, I'm embarrassed to say I can't figure out what this is. This must be just a fence. That's crazy. Crazy good. I'm not criticizing. And I love this backsplash. There aren't. This is a fence. Doesn't it look like a ladder though? It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's one of the new, I think we're going to be able to buy it in the Crown store when the next update comes out, because you can buy it in on the PTS now separately if you wanted them. Now, Fiendish is fantastic with cobbles. So, oh, it is in the store. Okay. I knew it was either coming or already here. I mean, obviously, this entire building is not here. This is something that Fiendish built from scratch. So this is all from Fiendish's brain, all beautifully constructed. Fiendish works well with both effects and with cobbles, with reskinning. This is all reskinning these walls with wallpaper. This is a cobble. It's just beautiful. I kind of want to live here. Woo! Oh no! I think I got lost. Sploosh. I got lost. It's sad, but I don't think anybody's going to eat me, at least. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't look like a cave because of what you've done. I'm just looking out at least it's an open cave, you know? It could be a lot more dismal. It was really smart of them to open it up like they did. I'm trying to find a way to get back up on land. Ow. Okay. It seems like a lot of people are getting a lag spike. I don't know if you guys are lagging with me, but I hope not. Ah! I fell. Checking to see if you closed off this whole area or not. Or if there's anything here or not, rather, I should say. Nope, all not here. I love it. I hope I saw all of it. I may have missed some of it. The statue? This guy? Wait, where'd he go? I saw him! There was a statue! There he is. Lovely. Beautiful, beautiful job. I have him in my, where is he? He's in my huntings. Alright, we did Simon, yeah. Sorry for the noise. My husband is trying to put away some stuff. Sinuses! For the winter. Although it just started snowing in New York, so I should probably tell him not to do that. Where are my stupid chairs? Where are my... Tell me I have this on. Of course I don't. Alright, I'm gonna grab some things and show you how to do something. Although, most of you probably already know how to do this stuff, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Oh, excuse me, yawn! Hello? I'm sick. I wasn't able to really do much today, so I apologize for that. Thrones. I have 64 thrones. All right. So I want to show you how to do this. Why can't you sleep? Did you just somehow psychically know that I was here? I have a feeling Griff isn't going to watch live anymore. Or ask me to stream anymore. Which is sad. Oh well. Anyway. I needed to put these away anyway. This was my first attempt at a miniature, which is just not happening. I have lost like a lot of my desire to do... I want to build in this house, but I don't want to do the contests right now. I'm not feeling it. But I do want to show you... Alright, so first things first, with EHT on, one of the nice tricks you have is when you're not in building mode, right-click a stack of furniture, and here I want to do select placing items, and it just went, and I wanted to select them too. So hopefully this worked. Hopefully it selected them all and didn't just place them. But anyway, it's still better than clicking 45 times to put all of them down. What I wanted to show you is how to do a quick and easy kind of flower. Because we have that coming up for J-Heart. Alright, it does not look like it selected them. Great. Oh, it did. Okay. So, we have them all down. We have them all selected. So we would go into builds. I would want to do a circle, I think. Because that's generally, I think that's the best bet. But we'll see. We can always change things. It's going to start by spacing it automatically, which I don't think is going to work. But we'll give it a shot. See what happens. Alright. So, as you can see, the circle is around me, which isn't terribly helpful for a flower. But if you switch the orientation of the items, I could do pitch 90. Let's give that a shot and see what happens. Okay, so now we have them flowered out. This is all trial and error. Don't feel bad if you don't figure it out right away. And we're gonna just flip them. I flipped them too far, I think. No, I did it right. Okay. And then up. And you have the beginnings of a flower. If you want to make the radius smaller so that it's a tighter flower, you could do that too. Try the 2 meters. And it should bring it in tighter. See? Even 1 meter. Hi, call me fish meow. And then even a 0.5 meter. I think it goes down to 0 meters, which might even be what we want. So let's see what happens when we do 0 meters. And there, you have a flower. Look at the visual screw up it is. It's like all weird looking. But that's how you could do it if you really wanted to. Take a lot of one object, turn it into a flower just by doing a circle in EHT, and it's perfectly spaced. Now this is not what I wanted to do. Oh, I know, Bae. I know. I'm just showing them the basics. This is glitchy because they're on top of each other to the pixel. And if I switched them up, they'd look better. But this is just an example of what you can do. So you don't have to do, excuse me, you don't have to do this. It was just an example. Ah! Okay, so I want to go look at Housing's Finest real quick. They have for this month, their contest is mazes. And mazes are hard for me. So I don't know how far we're going to get into these things, but we might be able to just look and see what they have going on. I'm just going to pop my head in there and see if any of them look like we can get a feeling for them. I don't think we're going to solve any of them, but that's just me. So I'm not sure if these are straight ahead. I think those are they may be straight ahead. Okay. This is also EHT, so the text, the portals, that's all EHT. But building with EHT, flowers and stuff, I bet you're going to see a lot of that whole thing. Wow, there's a lot of them. Elucidus. Get to the garden below the maze. Princely Dawnlight. Well, I mean, I'm going to poke my head in. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm not probably going to do them, but some of them might have some decent views. Oh, wow. So this is Princely Dawnlight. This is completely different looking than what Princely Dawnlight normally looks like. Usually we don't have, you know, giant sort of walls here. But I see the garden they're talking about, and frankly, I wonder if we could sneak down there somehow and skip over the maze portion just to see the pretty garden. Because I'm a terrible person, and I might do that kind of thing. But I'm awful. If I could, I would skip all mazes. I think I'm going in circles now. I am. Oh well. What a mess. I am not a maze person. They always have some tricksy way about solving them too. It's never the obvious way. Which kind of bums me out, because like sometimes I just want things to be the obvious, easy way. Well, we found something. This is pretty. I don't know. Is there a button that I can press that just lets me cheat and be done with it? Oh no! There's somebody who died here. They probably were doing the maze for too long. Died of starvation. Oh well. This is fun for about 0 seconds. And then it's not fun anymore. Alright, where is there a way that I can sneak down? Can I be a sneaky, terrible person and cheat? No. Oh well. Yeah, I found that doesn't necessarily work though in these games. You would think. Come on, let me cheat. Let me cheat! Oh well. Let's go to the next one. One more. And then we'll go over to EU, I think. Excuse me. Did any of you not... I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about the boot. there is a boot, which is one of the things for sale in the Lux vendor this weekend. I bought 4 of them. I'm going to be honest. A lot of people were pissed off about it, and they're like, this is the most useless thing ever. But here's the truth. I've seen people needing boots multiple times. The first time I saw people needing boots was when they needed Christmas stockings. Now, that may be hard to do with this particular thing because what we're dealing with there is Nosferatu Forsaken. Okay, we'll just give you the first and the last. Is that it has this platform on the bottom, so it's possible you wouldn't be able to use it as that. But, yeah, it would be good for constructs, but on top of which, I had a build in which I needed shoes on the table, and I ended up having to make the shoes out of bread. So, yeah, you could give a couple to this. So I bought 4 of them because it's like, you know, even if I just replace out the shoes on the table to be metal instead of bread, there you go. So this is Forsaken Stronghold. This looks like Daedric rock. Nope, this is granite of some sort. Or lava. Lava rock? Lava rock is evil because all of the dark colored rocks are much more evil because I feel like you can't see very well where the turns are as much as you can with some of the other materials, but that's just me. Also, it's hard to tell if you're going in circles, so I do appreciate the people standing around, but... Volcanic plug. I said volcano. Just took me a minute. Ah! You're gonna eat me. I see how this is gonna go. Badly. Why are people so evil? I'm just gonna end up going in circles, aren't I? I think it's time to go to EU and look at houses over there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna EU it up. Okay. Logging out, going to EU. I just heard my husband talking, but he's out there by himself. So I'm like, what is going on? Over to EU. I don't know about you folks, but all of my friends mainly are you guys and Griff and people online. I'm not really the kind of person who's friends with a lot of real life people because it's hard to find people who are very much like me and as introverted as me who I can bond with. And so Griff is a good friend for that reason. And it just, you know, with everything that's going on, there's so much stress and so much, you know, the news is horrible to read and everything else that's going on. It's getting really hard to connect with friends as much as, I mean, I know there's Zoom and all of that kind of thing, but it's just not the same. And sometimes you just want to have a cup of coffee and give somebody a hug, you know? It's harder to say I'm sorry. It's harder to watch a movie and just spend time together. I don't know. It's obviously harder. I'm such an introvert that I would rarely even do that, but sometimes it's just necessary. And I worry about my parents too. They're in their 70s. You see, Roy Horn died, and he's in his 70s. Now, granted, he had problems, physical problems. But, you know, all of our, at least my parents do have physical problems. So that's not like all that different. Hold on, I'm going to try to get on from a different launcher. If you ever have problems with getting on with Steam, a lot of times what it is Steam has issues lately with connecting to ZOS. Their servers are not talking to one another very well. And I've read that using the base logger sometimes is better. You may have to buy that. I spent the $9 on sale, bought a new loader essentially, bought a second copy of the game, but bought it on my account. So by doing that, I managed to get around this whole Steam issue. I will never buy another MMO from Steam. Oh, as I throw my iPad on the floor. Steam may be great for things that are not trying to be connection-y. Like, that's a really great word. Non-MMOs, like things that are offline might be fine. But, yeah, it just for MMOs, never again. What a mistake that was. Terrible idea. But what are you gonna do? I did use that for a while. Or if not, I do skip the launcher. I think I just did, honestly. Just waiting for this to load. If ever. Why is this being stupid? There. Ah, we made it, see? All right, so we're gonna start out with Palimpsest. I promised I would go to their Coldharbour. And they have another ship there, which is amazing. Yeah, but I just tried to get on it with Steam and I couldn't. So, and this was much faster than that. Yeah, I know. I ate so much food today. I've decided not to eat for the rest of the day. I had too much. I did get that book, by the way, and read it, and it was, I think it's a little too hardcore for me. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it. I think I could do IF, but I don't think I could go more than 12 hours. So this is clearly a guild house. Now, what's amazing to me, aside from this adorable, oh my god, amazing thing, is that they managed to have all of these items with that up top. So let us go up there. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about bone broth either. A lot of the things that they have, I don't know. And plus, I can't eat poultry, and a lot of the chicken and other things that they've suggested I can't do. So everything is going to need modification because I'm allergic to poultry. Um, so there's all sorts of issues that need to happen. This is incredible yet again. This is so... I do have veggie broth. It seems like the bone broth had something else about it that was what it was going for, the keto aspects slash... Wow, look at that ship. Holy crap, is this amazing. Collagen, that's what I was thinking. And veggie broth won't have collagen in it. So they use these fences again. And look at the little anchor. And that's a table. Amazing. I always get a little quiet when it comes to palimpsest stuff because it's just so... It's such amazing artwork. That must be a viewing platform, and I'm going to go on it because I see how he did it this time. I don't know. Plus, the book that I got didn't really give you much of a guide as to, like, I kind of want to know what to do breakfast, lunch, dinner. And it had, like, maybe 10 pages on that. And I really wanted something a little bit more specific. I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was terribly specific. So this must be the other way to look at it. And oh my God, look at that engine. The way that they have those spinny lava things. I wonder it's on the bottom level. I can't really see all that well from here, but it looks like there's something. It's just amazing. I'm so impressed. What a fantastic job, Palimpsest. Once again, you have mind blown me. That sounded really wrong. I didn't mean it that way. Okay. But I guess timing, recipes, everything, I just felt like it was a little too Arena of the Lost. Not enough information. I need more structure. It was so loose with instructions that I just sort of felt lost. Personally, I'm the kind of person who could eat the same thing every single day. I'm boring like that. It doesn't really bother me. I hope I didn't get into a fight with Griff that's going to end up having him not come back because truthfully, like I skip a lot of meals. Honestly, lately. I've been trying to, once I hit my calorie limit, I've been skipping meals. But the thing is that we got into something, and I really hope I didn't upset him to the point where he's not going to be the same, and we're not going to be the same as friends, and that's going to totally... I'm just really worried. Look at how beautiful this is. There's something very Bayushi about this arena. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, that's poetic. Except for the hand grasping, that's a little just more horror movie. But this is very poetic. Interesting. Greviodas. Don't know this person, but this is really cool. Am I supposed to be able to get up there? Almost looks like you could, but I don't see any way up, so we're gonna assume that there is no way up or through. I'll come back if I'm wrong. Grey Wolf. Oh, Grey Wolf. Grey Wolf. Let's do your Volkerkundemuseum. Now, here's an interesting point. Volker is actually the original version of my name, Felker. So I'm kind of interested in this. Let me see what, I know what Volker means, but I'm curious to see if, let me see, if in the context it's in, if it says something else. German, B, people. It's what my name means, people. Kunde, isn't that children museum? Ethnology. Ethnological museum. Fascinating. I guess what that is, if I had to guess, it's probably one of those museums with like one of everything, like Bosmer and different things. Like each of the cultures. Okay. My husband's cousin nearly died with COVID, and I was just telling a friend about it, so I'm just gonna link it to her. And Bayushi, thank you for telling me how to do this, because I do want to do it. I'm just a little nervous that I won't be able to. So this is, I love the colors already. Look at the contrasting colors. You've got that blue with this red. Really nice. I hear my husband talking to neighbors again. Dear God, keep 6 feet in between you and the other people. Excuse me. I will scream at him if he doesn't. I just started this second medicine, and it's gonna, I'm really susceptible right now, so I'm nervous. Does this statue normally have a giant skull with a sword through it? It does, doesn't it? And I just never noticed it? I'm kind of oblivious. Look at the staple. I love it. What a great use of those Kajiti gate thingers. I like all these EU builders. They make me so happy. They do such interesting things. Mushkibos. Yeah, that's the truth. I have lost like 3 pounds just with my own experiments, but that could just be water weight. You never know. Somebody was asking me about these items with the tread look. It's these. They're achievement items. They look like the ones that you get in Skyrim, the little puzzle pieces, but the sides look like treads. So you could use them for wheels. They're even the perfect size and shape for that. Okay, so this is exactly what I kind of expected, which is each room is a different culture. So we've got Redguard in here. Redguard books and statuary and all sorts of stuff. You know, it's clearly a museum of different cultures. I have one of these myself on NA. I think a lot of people find that it's a fun kind of house to build because it's high elf, obviously. Because we all get things from different cultures, and it's interesting to separate them and compare them, and I think that this sort of just fits perfectly for that. Nordic. This whole room must be Nordic. And I skipped through it not realizing it. I think what they've done here is better than what I've done, which is to say they've cut things. I tried to put everything for each one into each room, and it doesn't work. You can't really do that. It doesn't work. But what they've done is not... They've chosen which ones they like. You know? This was beautifully done. Way better than what I did. I'm super impressed. This looks gorgeous. And then, yeah, the Khajiit obviously have probably the most items that are good looking these days. I don't know if I would have used the Hakoshé, because here's the thing. The Hakoshé people aren't Khajiit. Aren't they descendants of Yukuda? Or one of those races that are separate? I think they're more Red Guard than anything, but not positive. But I don't think they're Khajiit. But this is nice. This is Dark Elf. Okay. And they've closed off any sort of dungeon. This is great. I really like this. This was a good job, Grey Wolf. Alright. Next. Like I said, a lot of these aren't working. Niawyn. What will we do for you, Niawyn? You have so many. Let's do your velothi. House in Narcissus. Alright, here we go. Akaviri, that's it. Who are the Akaviri today? Like, the Hakoshé people are, right? Are anybody else descended from Akavir? Other than... I gotta look that up. Other than the Hakoshé people, I wonder who is descendants of Akaviri. They are the Caci. Caci? They're East Asian looking. See, I can't say the name. The Caci. Caci is how you say that, apparently. Vampiric serpent folk. Who knew? Hi, Faye. Apparently, they originated from the Wandering Elnofae just like the Yakudans did, which is probably why I assigned in my head, Yokudans being Redguard descendants with the CAC, I don't know, whatever. Oh, and you know, this is niawyn, who loves to put things all organized and clean and very much, like he has, yeah, he has, everything is always so organized for niawyn. And you can always, it's funny, you can really tell somebody's style to the point where if you had shown me this house, I might have been able to guess that this was niawyn without even looking, because of how their style is so organized. Yeah, I have a feeling that, well, I guess you don't, I guess then the most sensible place to put it was with the Khajiit, because, I mean, Hakoche is in, that area is in elsewhere now, you know? This garden is gorgeous. Look at the colors. And the heights. The heights are so well done. You're supposed to do this with real gardens, you know? You're supposed to have, consider the height of the items and put the tall stuff at the back, which they've done. But they've also put tall stuff on either side, making it more framed. I like that a lot. And look at this little tea garden. This is great. And the giant mushroom behind us. Beautiful. I think the garden's the real winner there. Okay. So many people with different Hall of the Lunar Champions. But we're gonna just end up redoing some people's stuff. Let's do an ebonheart Dustere or something or other. If I can find an E that looks like that. Gloomy something. $700 out of 700 Grey Wolf. Grey Wolf. Wohnstatte. Dark living quarters. Also, I should be looking at other people's stuff because I have things written down now. So this is a pretty blue purple garden. Oh, wait till it's finished, girl. I want to see your stuff when it's perfect, the way that you want it. I wish that I was better at building. These days, everything is just sort of, I can't seem to come up with ideas that I'm happy with. And I'll start building and I'll get frustrated because it just isn't clicking. You know, I have an idea and I'll build a little bit, and then I'll be just frustrated because it just doesn't look right and I don't like the idea. And I know I need to come up with something different, but I can't, you know. It's just this very frustrating, unpleasant experience lately, and I'm not happy about that. But I think I'm going to, in the next couple of days, I'm going to run out of houses to look at, so I'm probably going to have to start building again and really just suck it up. I was trying to build an iris, and what I did was I took those, you're a butt. Wow, that's gorgeous. And expensive. Jeez. So I took those, what are those fish elf people? Mayormer. They have those Mayormer achievement items. Those are curvy dragons in Canarthes. And I was trying to put 4 of them together to look like the way that an iris does the top piece. And then I wanted like ones on the bottom to look like flaring out the beard of the iris, but I couldn't get it to work because the items just didn't. I mean, it was recognizable to me because I know what I was looking at, but I realized that no one would get what it was. It's not the right color. Oh, here's somebody did something with one of these tables too, with the chairs too. So this is another thing you can do. So that's, you know, it just wasn't, I couldn't find a good item to do what I wanted to do. And got frustrated. Hated it, took it apart. Then I'm like, oh, I should just build something I want to build. But even that was like pissing me off because it wasn't coming out the way I wanted it to. So we've got a feast. Do these normally have stuff on the top? I didn't realize they had caps on them. Yeah, I know. It's just, for whatever reason, I'm just really unsatisfied with what I've got to this point. And then I took it apart. And yet, I'm still really unsatisfied. Oh my god. So this is more like in a museum-y section for somebody who's traveled the world. And they just have these lovely gardens, crystal gardens and everything. It's really neat. All right, who was another person I needed to see? Oh, these are all of the same houses. I'm not gonna do those. We'll do niawyn's Schlemmerhaus. And then I'll probably have to go back to ENA. I don't know what a Schlemmerhaus is. Gourmet house. Okay. This is such a Khajiit home to begin with. It makes a lot of sense to go Khajiit with it. No, that's right. I wrote down somewhere and then I should go look at it next. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. Which house was it? I'm happy to go there next. Oh, look at all the stuff in cubbies. Pleasing. Okay. Now, I've reskinned this entire upper floor, but there's something to be said for them sticking with it in this. Wow, I really like the 3 banners across the top. I don't know why I'm so stupid as to not have thought of that, but it looks really good like that. Is this? Oh, looks different. No, I guess that is the normal one. Very grand. It's a very grand type of dawnshadow. And away we go. I keep moving everything out of the house I want to work in. And then starting to work on it, hating it, and then moving everything back in. Oh, wow. This is a crafting house? It's so pretty, though. Oh, I like this idea. Look at all the colors and the glowy. This, you know, you learned a lot from your fire experience, or you built this one before the fire experience and brought it over there, because your use of glow is really good. And it reminds me of that firehouse with the colors and the attention it draws to things. Aww! It's me! Thank you. I am so touched. See, you did it again with the red and the aquamarine. It's beautiful. Works well. So it's a little restaurant in the bottom floor. Hello. You do not look like a feypixie. You look like a very noble man. I expected someone with wings who's going to... Actually, I guess fae really don't look like always like fairies. Sometimes fae look normal because they're tricksy. So this whole room, I like this. You've taken the transmute stuff and gone metal in this room, which makes a lot of sense. And in the, what's the word I'm thinking of? Clockwork. Because words don't come to me easily. Storage, bank. Who else would keep the money but Azavi? I mean, obviously. This looks really good with the glass. It's so swanky. I feel like I'm not dressed well enough for it. The furniture in the midst or being completed. This is great, the upside down stuff. I like this a lot. And tell me you did the smart thing. You put the forge outside. I wish people would do that more often, because let me tell you, a forge really doesn't do well inside a house. This is much smarter. I think I knew that at one point. And look, it's got even a little garden to go with everything. This is beautiful. You did a really amazing crafting house. If I were on EU more often, I'd totally use it too. I'd come over and completely, like, oh, sorry, I'm just going to use your house and then leave again. Everything's pretty convenient, but it's also really pretty to look at while you're doing it. I like this. Thank you. You have a good sense of color. I really like your work. All right. Well, then on that note, I'm going to call it. I know this wasn't a very long one, but tell more people that have more houses that aren't mazes. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Back to the normal, hopefully, if I'm feeling well, back to the normal schedule. So I will talk to you guys later. Adios.